Hey, what's good everyone? Gabe from Kids Lacrosse, and today we're gonna be talking about stick fakes, pump fakes, hitches, box fakes, all those different things. We're gonna talk about what those are, how do you do them, when do you do them, and where do you do them. So let's go ahead and talk simply about a stick fake. What is it? That's another great question you guys have. So a stick fake is basically the idea of faking in one direction, misdirecting the defense. That's basically what it is. You're misdirecting the defense, you're misdirecting your opponent, the goalie, the next slide, to make them think that you're gonna do something you're really not. So that's essentially what a stick fake is. And there's different ways to do it. So let's talk about a quick hitch. Some people call it a hitch, some people call it a pump fake. It's essentially the same thing. So when I'm setting up right here, okay, there's a couple of things that I want to understand about hitches, stick fakes, shot fakes, pass fakes. Let's take the pass fake right here. Pass fakes, we're gonna get a little bit bigger on those fakes. We're gonna actually throw our stick a little bit more. When we're talking about a shot fake, we're not gonna have that much time depending on where we're at in the game for the guys game or for the girls game. So when I'm doing this stick fake right here, this pass fake right here, I can get really big with it, okay? Say I receive a pass from my teammate and I want to misdirect the defense in a different direction. I'm gonna go ahead and pump and maybe turn the other way. That's a good pass fake. Now there's a couple of things that you guys need to know in order to master stick fakes, pass fakes, shot fakes, whatever. Number one thing is you have to be deceptive. You ever heard of a good salesman that really didn't want to sell you anything, who just did a poor job? I've never heard of a good salesman that just sucked at their job. In fact, that's the opposite of what a good salesman is. A good salesman is able to sell you on the product, on what they're trying to get through to you, okay? So as I am selling this right here, I need to not just pump my stick, I need to go ahead and really throw my body into it. I'm also going to use my eyes, I'm gonna use my head, I'm gonna use my shoulders. I'm gonna really lean into it depending on what I'm doing. So let's talk about passes again for a quick second. Again, I receive a pass from a teammate, maybe coming from my right, turn quick, and I am then going the opposite way. If you have a really aggressive defender who's the next slide and he's waiting or she's waiting for that pass, adding a stick fake to allow your teammate to go back door is so critical. It's so important. But a lot of players don't implement that. They don't use it because they don't understand how to use stick fakes. So again, say you receive it from this side, your teammate is open right over here. You have a very aggressive defender on them who's gonna jump the gun no matter what, and that's what they've been doing all game. I'm gonna go ahead and add that stick fake, allow them to come up, slide over to where they think the ball's gonna go, and my teammates should understand that, oh, okay, they're gonna slide every time. That allows me to go back door. For the girls game, ponytail rule, you see the back of their head, you're going back door, so I'm stick faking and then I'm passing it to the cutter. So that's one thing with pass fakes. We can go into a whole bunch of different topics on pass fakes, but we're gonna stick with that one. Being deceptive, really selling it, getting really big with these pass fakes. Back, okay? We come out here, back, okay? So there's a lot of different things that we can do with those pass fakes. Now let's talk about shot fakes, okay? Now, one of the biggest things about faking in general is making sure that we have active hands, really using our fingertips right here and selling it, shoulders, and changing levels. That's a big thing. So let's follow down here. Okay, now some of the best to do it in the game. Kayla Trainer, Jules Henningberg, around the crease. They have great stick fakes around the crease. Also Alex Oss, she's another great crease attacker right here, and add some great stick fakes in there. So when we're talking about, and we're gonna pan this way with the camera, when we're talking about shot fakes now, and we're gonna work specifically around the crease because we could talk about shot fakes in other places, okay? We're gonna talk about Conor Fields in a second. When I'm coming up and I'm coming around, maybe I receive a feed from the top side, okay? Now the goalie's right here, he's on this pole, he's on me. I wanna get the goalie to move, right? Yeah, it's a good thing to do, is get the goalie to move. making sure that we're really deceptive if we have time. We're not gonna be able to do this, come all the way out, okay? And then bring it all the way back. We wanna stay in a loaded position right here, okay? And add small movements, fake, and see how I'm dipping low? This is more like a leaner. He thinks, or she thinks, that I'm gonna come low on this shot now. Now, as soon as they dip back down, I'm coming back up and shooting opposite of what they're doing. So a good way to practice that is doing a low to high, or I'm sorry, a low to high, that was the opposite way, or a high to low. So if you are practicing this at home, you can go ahead and toss it to yourself, come out in front, pretend the goalie's right there, go ahead and fake high, and then come low and take a shot right there. You could add another progression into that. All right, and this is all stuff that you guys can do at home. You don't really even need a goal. You can use a trash can, you can use a rebounder, you can use anything. Okay, so now we're gonna add 3 fakes into there, okay? So let's say we got it again, boom. We're coming around. All right, so 1, goalie's fast, they come down really fast. 2, okay, we're gonna come back up and slam dunk it on this side, okay? We wanna get the goalie to think that we're gonna go this way, that way, this way, that way, that way, and then dunk it as soon as they are away from where we want to put it, okay? And a lot of it is we have to react off of what the goalie is going to give us, okay? We have to really train those reactive, you know, memory muscles, I think that's what it's called, to get a good shot, okay? So that's shot fakes around the crease. Let's go into one more thing. Let's go into this jab, step, hitch, okay? So say we have very aggressive defenders. This always works. A lot of fakes and a lot of hitches and a lot of just pump fakes, they work on very aggressive defenders, okay? If you have a very aggressive defender who's just all over you, you turn one way, they're gonna go flying because they just wanna get a stop right there. And, you know, good for them. So say we catch it, right? We're getting the feed from up top, okay? We're already in a loaded position. And if you guys don't know what that means, loaded, it means my stick is already back right here, ready to shoot. It takes too much time to catch right here to then bring it back. That is all time I really don't have. And at the most elite levels of the game, you want to be in a loaded position to either take a time and room shot or to go ahead and crow hop step, jab, come around and take that shot. So check this out, okay? A lot of pros, and we're gonna be posting some clips at the end of this video. What they'll do is they'll receive a pass, they'll be in a loaded position already, so they'll catch out here, they'll come in, hop, get the slide to come over. As soon as the slide comes right here, what they're gonna do then is jab, push off of that foot, come around, get the hands low, and take a shot. And obviously I missed, so you know, there's that. But the idea is still the same, is we're catching right here in a loaded position, so it's good to practice our wall ball catching with our hands pretty low, not too low, just, you know, in a place that you're usually accustomed to shooting. I catch, I turn, loaded position, triple threat, time and room shot, crow hop shot, whatever you want to call it, crow, boom, get that leg right here, jab, push off of it, right? And we are shooting from there. So those are 3 different ways that you can fake out the defenders when you are playing in the game. So we talked about pass fakes, right? We talked about these bigger fakes right here. We talked about this, right? And you can practice this on the wall. It all starts on the wall first before you hit the field. Boom, okay? Boom, right there, good, right? Changing levels, right? So we gotta practice our footwork as well. So I'm stepping out, I'm stepping in. Stepping out, I'm stepping in. Also another way I could do this, step in, step out. Step in, step out. Okay, that right there is going to train your muscles so that when you get into the game, again, we're going to build up to this. I catch, I step in, boom, I step out, get around the defender, turn, and rip it. So that's pass fakes. We talked about shot fakes around the crease. Again, here are some pros to check out. One of the best things that you guys can do is watch pro games and emulate your favorite players. That's how you get better. Truly great players will watch film, and they'll look at what other people do and say, hey, how can I add that to my game? And here's another key point. Be super creative, okay? Get super creative with your shot placement, with your stick fakes. Oh, here's one that we didn't talk about that I said we were gonna talk about. Conor Fields. Hey, shout out to Conor Fields. He had one of the greatest fakes that I've seen in the game. Basically, he was coming around against the big Kahunga, whatever his name is from Atlas, and basically, very aggressive defense, stick fake back, very deceptive, pretending nothing was going on, came around, woo, and sank that shot. So add in even a behind the back fake, and you can practice that on the wall. Another person who had a great behind the back fake was Shelby Fredericks from Northwestern. I think she plays on Pride for the WPLL now. She was right here, pretty low, got a pass, defender right here, fake right here, pretending nothing was going on. Defender looked that way, came, boom, and a shot on cage. She was totally beast mode. So some of the best players to have great fakes, let me name them out for you. Shelby Fredericks, okay? Kayla Trainer, Kylie O'Miller, Sam Apuzzo, Conor Fields, Jules Henningberg. Let's see, who else is there? Well, you can probably check them out. A lot of people from the PLL are very good at what they do. So, all right guys, that is a quick discussion on stick fakes, pump fakes, hitches, box fakes. We didn't really go into box fakes too much, but hey, enjoy that, get out, practice a little bit, and get better. Also, oh, sorry, one more thing. If you like that video, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and also subscribe, and go ahead and click the notification bell, because if you don't, you won't be notified. All right, guys, till the next time.